can get off her. All right, Gary, bring in Joan Rivers. Oh, man. Yeah, I saw Joan on Entertainment Tonight last night also. I wanted to ask her about that. Glad you brought that up.
Yeah, what are we?
Oh, there she is. Oh, back again.
I saw pictures of your wife.
Hold it a second. Are we off again? Are we off the air again?
Stop it.
I can't hear myself. No, we're on. We're on, Joan. Just relax.
I just saw all those nice pictures of your wife.
Yeah. You like the back of my door, huh? Those are just people who like to send us naked pictures. Hey, by the way, for a while I haven't... Sick people. I haven't asked the audience for a while to send us naked pictures. We always like that.
They forget, don't they?
It makes it all worthwhile. You know, it doesn't matter how much money they give us to do the show or any of that stuff. It's just
doesn't?
No, but
they're not naked. They're all wearing, strange rubber things.
Yeah.
Or holding them.
And masks.
How about that one naked guy? He's sort of like overweight, and he's clutching himself. Did you see that one?
I never got past the top row.
Oh, you didn't?
I learned things that would have made a difference in my marriage.
I know. It's unbelievable, right?
On the back of your door.
It's unreal.
I would have had a very happy marriage.
How come we see you on Entertainment Tonight promoting your new jewelry line?
Yes, the Joan Rivers jewelry collection.
Yeah, but
You
why
don't tell us about that.
But why
I'll
do
be
you
on
like...
QVC. Look, I'm going to plug it now. On Yom Kippur night, the 29th
Well,
of
how can you do
September.
that?
Well, it's afterwards.
Oh.
Wait a second. What is it? I'm missing this.
It's sundown. God says you can eat again, so I'm going to eat and then go sell my jewelry to start the new year right.
She's going on like the home shopping club. Like
Yeah.
QVC. It's different.
Did you hear our Richard Gere tape?
Oh, no, I was busy watching the back of your door.
Yeah. We were over there at the Dalai Lama's press conference. It's pretty cool. John got thrown out.
They didn't invite us either. We barged in.
Yeah.
By the way, they asked me to give you this.
What is this?
It's, I don't know. It's your mail. And I swear to you, is that a real friend of yours?
Oh, that's very funny.
What?
It's a message to me. I'm coming out of the closet, and I want you to do the same.
Mention the guy's name, though.
Well, I don't think I should.
Well, it's his message. I just brought it in.
No, who knows if it was really him calling, though. You know
Yeah, that's true.
Now, wait a second, Joan. You went and did this. By the way, Joan is here because...
Are we off the air? I
No.
hope.
That was a real good interview we did with you the other day. Nobody heard it. Well, they heard it in Washington and Philly.
Which I love, too.
Yeah. So the thing is that Joan's show, her talk show...
Right before Phil.
Phil, your friend. Phil's a weird dude. Like,
here we go again.
Phil insists on being... You know, you didn't rip Phil off. You have a different kind of format. But he insists on being friends with Geraldo and
Oprah.
And
he won't
Oprah.
allow any criticism of Oprah in front of him.
And those are just two idiots who ripped off his whole concept.
But he makes faces behind their backs.
Yeah, he does.
He says, these are my friends, and then, he's crossing his eyes and sticking out his tongue.
You're getting close with Geraldo. He
Very
appears
close.
on your show, and...
Yeah. You know, it's really, we're all friends. You know, show business is everybody's friendly with everybody.
That's right.
God love Madonna.
But let me ask you this.
By the way, I want to ask you first. You were talking about doors. See, I listened on the way in.
Right.
And I thought, because I'm hip, too.
Right.
I like Dutch doors best.
The door, yeah. No, we're talking about different doors, Joan. She's so
I
out
like
of it.
when the door is hung on the right.
There's so much I could teach, Joan. I think sexually as well as...
your door taught me everything.
Yes. Boy, Joan, I never saw you get uptight. I never saw you get thrown
I'm not
before.
uptight.
You got thrown the other day on the show.
When?
When we were talking about sex.
The sex talk.
You really did.
Yes,
I was telling my
did.
wife about it. I said, Joan Rivers really got uptight about it.
I didn't get uptight. I just feel there's some things we shouldn't share with New York. It's good that we're just talking in Washington and Philadelphia. They know my secrets now.
No bra today, I noticed.
Hey, just on one side.
Good for you. Good for you. Joan with no bra today. Getting wild.
It's a special kind of bra.
I like her hair like this. I
like the crimped style the other day.
When I saw her on Entertainment Tonight, it was too curly.
Really?
You thought so?
Yeah, it looked too curly. I didn't like that.
Well, then when we're together, I won't wear it that way.
Yeah, this is much better.
How does your wife wear her hair? Because I couldn't tell in that picture. It wasn't the view you got.
Well, she wears a, yeah. She wears it kind of straight. Like Joan. Sort of like Joan.
Yeah.
She wants to be just like Joan.
I know.
Yeah. Never talk about sex.
Patterned herself after.
Yeah, right. And takes me for AIDS tests every time I want to take my underpants
and
off.
she has to be in love.
Yeah,
She's
right.
not in love with you anymore.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Last night I told her I'm horny and stuff, and, I'm having trouble sleeping. She just goes, okay, I got to leave the room.
Then take a pill.
Yeah.
Why does she call you meal ticket?
Take some Prozac to calm down. But,
That's your pet name for you.
Yep, Prozac.
Meal ticket's not home.
Oh, meal ticket, yeah. But, Joan, your show is on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is a new pressure for you, obviously.
Yes, a pressure.
It is. It is a pressure.
To make them realize you moved over.
Why did they move you to 3 o'clock?
Because we were doing so well. We were right up there. You know, we started out way behind Kathy and Regis.
Yeah.
Kathy Lee!
Tough competition, Kathy and Regis, yes.
Yawn.
Yeah.
But, no, they're my very good friends, too. Really.
Is there anybody you hate?
And then we got up there. We were absolutely neck and neck, which is great, you know. And so they said, oh, this is a strong show. So NBC put us on the afternoon.
Because Donahue needs help.
No, he doesn't.
He does need help. He's hurting. His own concept he can't get together.
I know. Everybody's doing him better than he does.
Yeah, I said get more lesbos on, honey.
So he's thinking about doing that. I
yeah?
see that every day. You know, he's getting closer and closer to the edge there.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Bringing back the sex.
Geraldo, for 2 days straight, because I watched those shows, Geraldo for 2 days straight had on priests who have done young boys.
Yeah.
For 2 days. It was a 2-day special.
Did you know that many priests were having affairs?
It was amazing.
2 days.
They're either doing underage babes,
yeah,
or really young boys.
I mean, these women crying because they had been seduced by priests.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And these old smelly priests with bags under their eyes and bad toupees and stuff.
And robes.
Yeah, right. So Geraldo did 2 days of that, and then I'm watching Donahue, and he's promoting an upcoming show. You know, they Chiron in that upcoming show, and they go. Coming up on Donahue, priests. Why are 50% of them having sex? I'm like, oh, this poor bastard Donahue.
The celibacy thing.
Yeah.
He's gonna,
there must be a mole at the Donahue show. And
then Oprah scored Kitty. He didn't get Kitty Dukakis. That would have been his.
Oprah got Kitty Dukakis. Yeah.
What a pathetic Kitty Dukakis.
Leave her alone.
I love her.
Leave her alone. She's pathetic. I mean, this is a woman.
She's not pathetic. She has a good body.
She has a good body. Let me tell you something. When she was a drunk, she smiled. She looked pleasant.
She was a pleasant-looking woman.
She was an attractive woman. You looked at her on Oprah. She comes out. She says, "I figured out what my problem is." So, okay, you want to hear what her problem was? I wore masks. So Oprah says, "Yes, I understand." Right away, Oprah understands because Oprah must have worn masks too.
That was the answer I wanted.
Yeah, right.
That was the answer I was looking for.
Oprah wears a bloated mask. So, then all of a sudden, Oprah clutched Kitty's hand, which is maybe the phoniest thing I've ever seen in television. Oprah clutching your hand and going, "Oh, thank you for these ratings." Get your hand off me, you smelly.
I'm already depressed. Don't you touch me.
Oprah, I wore masks. Masks soaked in tequila. I wore masks. So,
but, some people just sort of realize they're happier drunk. They're not happy straight people.
So you watch Kitty Dukakis now that she's sober, and she looks like hell.
I'm trying to buy her wardrobe.
And then Kitty says, "No, hold it a second. You don't want her wardrobe. She's much too matronly. You're dressing very with it."
Yeah, well, hey,
very young.
Victoria's Secret with a belt.
Yeah, I read in the Inquirer how you're addicted to. I finally read the article. And I'm looking at all the work Jones had done.
When? I've been on the air steadily.
And you know how you were denying the Inquirer article
it seems to me that you actually said you had everything done that they said you had done.
Yeah.
No, not
yes, you did.
I did not have an eyebrow lift. I did not have cheek implants. I did not have a chin implant. I did not have breast implants.
Wait a minute.
I did not have...
Did you have any your breasts lifted?
No.
No work done on your chest. No, take off your shirt for a second. Let me take a look.
Because if you don't name the specific operation, Joan will say she didn't have it.
Exactly.
Well, the other day when Joan's on here, she goes, one of the misconceptions about me is everyone thinks I had a nose job. I didn't have a nose job. So I go, you're kidding.
That's your nose.
I said, that's your nose. She goes, yeah, all I had. She goes, I had nothing done. Except to have it thinned. So I go, well, wait a second. That's a nose job. No, they didn't break the bone. That's not a nose job.
All day long we were going, is she serious?
And that's the one operation the Inquirer said you didn't have.
I know. Good reporting.
But when you're going under with the anesthesia and everything for the surgery, don't you suddenly say to yourself, hey, I have a lot to live for. I have my daughter.
Yes, I worry all the time.
And you go, oh, man, I hope I wake up out of this.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, or sometimes I'm really tired. If you go, man, I hope I don't wake up.
That's right. This is a good rest.
No, that's the only thing that scares me.
The anesthesia.
Anesthesia.
Right.
Because you get a drunk anesthesia. You get Kitty Dukakis before she pulled herself together.
That's right.
You're out of it.
No, because you get nervous about that. And you say, does it ever go through your mind? You go, this is so stupid. There's nothing wrong with me. I don't need surgery.
Yeah, but then when the doctor throws up when he looks at you, you figure this is it.
Well, they showed a picture of you like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you read the article?
I read the article.
You got it framed on your wall.
It's right next to the picture of your wife.
Really?
Laminated.
Yeah, right.
So it doesn't yellow.
I had it made into a plaque.
So in other words, because they showed an old picture of you, and I realized you were like, you were falling apart. And now you look like 20 years younger.
I I looked at it. I said, I wonder where they got that picture from, because I don't remember Joan looking like that.
Yes, and boy, what a mess Joan was.
No, it said underneath, high school, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
That's right.
But I love the Inquirer. I don't care what they say about it.
Right. You like it?
Oh, don't you?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I cannot go to the bathroom without reading the Inquirer of the store.
What's the article we're going to read on the air today, Rob?
Oh, that Casey Kasem article.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
About Jean Kasem and how she got pregnant from the evil Casey.
Yes. She had something like 11 miscarriages trying to have Casey's baby.
And the funniest part of it is, they started injecting white blood cells.
Casey's white blood cells.
Into Jean Kasem that could have killed her.
She could have had a stroke.
But she had to have Casey's baby.
That's right. It's very important.
Who would want it?
So they went to a
Every hooker on the street is going, I don't want his baby.
They went to a geneticist.
Yeah.
And the geneticist said, listen, you and Casey, biologically, are so close that you could be brother and sister. Genetically.
Yeah.
So we have to inject things into Jean Kasem
that could kill you.
That could kill you to make you less like Casey's sister.
It's so sick.
Yeah, but you know, that's Inquirer.
I believe actually rejecting the baby. It wasn't like there was anything wrong with the baby. She was expelling them from her body because, you know, it's like any other kind of tissue being introduced.
Are we perhaps learning too much about Casey Kasem?
Yeah, and the point is that...
And, the vasectomy reversal that Casey went through.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Can you imagine reading all this?
Yeah. Gotta open up that old scrot and get in there. So,
vacuum that out.
Vacuum, clean those tubes.
Blow air into that.
We don't want to give you Anastasia.
It's my,
it's early.
That's my middle name, by the way. Anastasia. I don't know. I think his sperm got so confused they just gave up at some point. I think they just got really tired.
But it's like almost like Casey was so alien to humans, he couldn't impregnate one.
So we learned
certain genes should be stopped.
So we learned a lot about Joan the other day. Unfortunately, New York didn't get to hear it. That Joan has had sex since her husband
several
times.
Well, just this group alone.
With several different guys, and each time she brought him into a doctor's office to get blood tests.
I was here at 5:30 this morning. I thought they had to get in here.
You went through a few guys this morning.
You should see what's out there waiting.
That's right. So did
yeah, let me hear.
Did your daughter still listen to us in Philly?
My daughter listens to you. She's not in Philly, but she flies in very often just to catch the program.
Really?
And then goes back. God bless her.
What a good woman.
She flies in.
She got a boyfriend?
No, I'm looking.
Really? She's good looking.
What are you doing looking for her boyfriend?
Well, you're looking for her boyfriend?
I'm looking for her boyfriend.
And you know she'll end up in bed with her boyfriend.
Maybe he's got a father.
Check him out first?
Yeah.
I've only Casey Kasem had a kid. I would say, Melissa, we found the right one.
You haven't been with any young guys since...
I can't stand young guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She was laughing at me like I'm too young for her.
I don't like young guys. I think the woman should be the good-looking one in the group.
I was thinking about you.
Yeah.
I was thinking about if you had a young guy... I was thinking about, like, stuff. I was thinking the other night what I could do to Joan. Like, if I had a sexual experience with Joan, what I would do to her. Because I would really be into impressing her.
Yeah.
That's what I would be into. I'd be into, like she'd walk out and they go, holy cow.
Has anyone ever done this to you before?
Yeah, right. Like, has anybody been this open with you and this loose?
And then when she says, oh, the other time that happened, I didn't like it. What are you going to do?
I think I would leave it like...
People still do that?
I think that Joan would be, like, rolled up in a ball in a corner somewhere naked after I was done with her and, like, just go, oh, God, I can't believe how he was so liberal with me. He took such liberal advantage of my privacy.
He treated me like a woman.
Yeah.
Instead of just a little girl that I...
You'd be like dripping from everywhere. Everywhere. You would be, because you know why? I would be, her earwax would be floating out of her head. It'd be unbelievable. You know why? Because to me...
You know, 3 cars just smashed into me.
No, for me to be with a celebrity, what I'm saying was to be with a celebrity, someone
who...
who
never slept with a celebrity?
Himself.
Every night. Constantly. No, I never had a...
Were you married before you became famous?
Yes.
Then that marriage won't last.
That's right.
Sooner or later...
No, but look at your marriage. Your marriage, you got married before you...
yes, I know.
Because you knew your husband always loved you.
And it killed me. I look back now and I think, gee, I could have been with this one or that one, and it would have been great for my biographies.
Right.
You have nothing to write.
My autobiography
when you were married,
so boring.
When you were married and you were having tremendous success, didn't you often say to yourself, "Gee, I wonder what the hell could be going on in my life right now"?
And when people would come on to you, and you would, what?
Who hit on you? Somebody.
A lot of people.
Come on, tell us.
I'm not going to tell you. But
we're not going to tell you. What's with you, Johnny Carson, right?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
What went on under that desk?
John, let me get out my vibrator.
Ed McMahon, get your hands off me, Ed. Commercials.
No, but seriously, when you become a big star and you have all this power.
Doc Severinsen, think about those lips on the trumpet.
Come on, seriously. Like a lot of guys would come on to you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
And I used to say no, and now you look back, you go, wow.
Did you tell your husband?
Yeah, I say, you want to hear something stupid?
Yeah. See, I tell every once in a while when my wife doesn't put out, I tell her, hey, you know who I could have gotten? This is unbelievable. You know who was coming on to me? I think I could have gotten that Amy Lynn, or then when I told my wife the Jessica Hahn thing, what happened in the bathtub?
In the bathtub?
Yeah, it was nothing. No, what happened is Jessica was naked in my hotel room, taking a bath, but she kept the door open.
Right, I wonder why.
Well, I asked her to.
So the rest of them could see. What are you talking about?
I wanted to see what she looked like. So she was in the tub she was taking a tub, and I walk in. And I walk in, right? So she says, oh, it's so warm in here and bubbly, you have to come in. So Jackie and Fred were in the other room, and Billy.
They all piled in, and the camera.
No, so I got a camera out, and we took some pictures and threw John in the tub. And after we threw John in the tub, that was kind of funny, and she turned to me and she goes, oh, I can't believe you did that to me, come in the tub with me. So I said, she says, just as friends. But she's naked. So I said to Jackie, look, I'm married, I can't go in that tub alone, you got to go in with me. Because we're both married, and then nothing, no one could say anything happened.
Exactly.
And I said, we got to do it for the show. So Jackie and me went in, and Jessica started rubbing me down, showing me what she likes.
Where?
To do to a guy. On my back.
Oh, okay.
And then she started rubbing my chests.
How many do you have?
2. And then all of a sudden, her hand dropped down and was on my underpants. And
you were wearing your underpants in the bathtub?
Yeah, I had to.
A real man.
Well, Jackie was wearing his pants. Jackie wore his pants. And Jackie was rubbing her, too. You were rubbing her. At least I didn't touch her. And I don't care what your wife says, man. He was rubbing her.
Where did his hands go?
Right on her chest.
Oh, boy.
Come on, Jackie.
Is that how you guys do your laundry? You just jump in with it on?
Yeah. So Jackie has his pants on. At least I'm in my underpants.
Let me ask you, how does Jessica Hahn make money? Or is it a stupid question? Does she have a date? Is she like an office temporary?
No, how did she make money? I think she made money from Playboy. That was it. And then she did some radio jobs.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, this woman...
Well, what are you asking me? I don't know. I've asked her many times.
KY jelly course.
I have asked, but I've called her and I've said, "How are you making money?"
Every once in a while she'll tell me she's done doing that phone commercial.
Yeah, she has that 1-900 number.
And every once in a while she promotes something or appears at a club somewhere or promotes some rock band
or a wrestling thing.
Yeah, mud wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't know. Class career. I'd like to see her resume.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's not like she can go to the Sands and do an hour of stand-up.
She works at strip bars and doesn't strip, right?
Right. She does that, too.
She doesn't have to. She was that naked.
That's right.
She puts it on.
She can't strip. That's it.
So, Joan.
Yes.
Let's take a break. Joan Rivers is here. I have you to 7:30, right?
Yeah. Is it all right with you?
Oh, that's great. I'd love to have you to 7:30.
Sure, right.
We're just going to take a break.
Okay.
And then we'll come back.
Okay, and then we'll talk some more.
And we'll talk some more. Yeah. I hear Miss America's on your show today.
God love. No, Miss Pennsylvania.
Oh, you're having Miss Pennsylvania, who you insulted.
Well, I didn't insult.
Larry King did.
Come on, we all watched.
You're having that pig on? What are you, crazy?
What was she? She wasn't a pig.
You want all the guys to tune out?
Pig. We bought her a nice. We're going to be very nice. We're going to give her corn cobs to be.
Larry King.
You were so happy that Larry did that on your show.
Isn't it nice?
But he's now apologizing.
He's backpedaling.
You know what hypocrites this country is filled with. We all sit and we watch that show. Who are we kidding? We're all saying, that's a Bow Wow. Look at that one.
That's the whole fun of the show.
That's the fun of the show.
Right. Right.
And now, Larry King, who I love, comes on and is honest. I said, which one was the dog in the group? And he thinks for a second and he says, Miss Pennsylvania. He said her dummy was better looking than her. Now we have to pretend her act was good.
Yeah, right. Like her ventriloquism, like her lips weren't moving.
Her lips were flapping so much.
Yeah. But what was funny is the father of the girl said, well, now I'm taking legal action against Larry King. And I said, this country is wonderful. If a guy calls a woman ugly, now they take legal action. And I guarantee you a lawyer will take the case.
But you know how great that is? Because now you got to get men on the stand that say, I think she is a pig.
Right. Yeah, right.
Because you always get, like...
The judge will have to decide if she's a pig or not.
Your Honor, take a look. Is she a pig? Look at the hoofs.
I didn't know you were getting her on. We tried calling her dad yesterday, but the line was off the hook. Right?
Joan was calling.
Joan was on there, entering it up.
Well, I'm sorry for her, because she really thought she was good looking till the world told her.
Yeah, right. But she's not bad looking.
She's great looking.
Yeah, she's fine.
She was, look,
But Larry King's doing a whole backpedal on it. I was just joking. I got caught up in the moment.
He's almost blaming Joan.
Yeah, it is Joan's fault.
It's always my fault.
That's right.
You know what I love? I love it when someone tells you the truth. That's why this show is so wonderful.
That's right.
You say what we're all thinking.
So when we come back, you're going to tell us the truth?
You're damn right.
That's it.
All right. Joan Rivers. Get those questions ready.
Get those questions ready. Cincinnati, you're on the air. Yes. We'll be back right after this.
The Howard Stern Show. KEGL, Fort Worth, Dallas. 97.1. The Eagle.
622 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 6:25 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter, and Howard and the gang are taking a long-awaited vacation after the big pay-per-view special. So we bring you the best of the Howard Stern Show, and now we have the conclusion of the Joan Rivers interview. It's the best of Stern on 97.1, the Eagle.
Now, Joan, what's on the schedule today? What are you going to be doing today? What do you do after you leave here?
After I leave here, first of all, you just showed me during the break, Jill Brooke.
Right.
Talks about sense of humor in America.
Right, New York Post.
God bless her.
Yeah, she says that people should get a sense of humor, and if Larry King says someone's ugly, don't fall apart.
Exactly.
Because you want truth in talk shows. You want people coming on and being honest.
Right, and nobody is anymore.
And nobody has a sense of humor.
At 3 o'clock in Philadelphia, New York, at 10 o'clock in Washington.
You're very, very honest.
Oh, I'm so honest.
That's so true.
Do you ever stack your audience the way Oprah does?
No, I never stack my audience because I haven't got the money to do it.
She stacked her audience once when I was on and put that homosexual in there to kiss me.
Oh, that's right. And Celeste. What's stacking?
Right. Yeah. No, Celeste just stacked herself in there. Hey, you got to admit.
Yeah.
Do me a favor and be honest here.
Yeah.
No, nothing sexual.
Well, I'm going.
Put your legs back together, Joan. As soon as I say honest, right away. No, seriously, Joan.
I start to sob, but I lie down.
Yeah, right. I think I'm one of your best guests.
I think you're wonderful. I have more fun with you.
Right.
Two men I like to play with like this, you and David Brenner.
David's a good guest.
Back and forth.
David's a lot of fun. He'll give you a good, segment.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm better than Brenner, though, I think, on a talk show.
Well, Brenner's always good for 2 segments.
Oh, really?
And then he fades down. Yeah, then it's over.
Yeah, but Brenner, you can't even understand it. David, how you doing over there? David? And how is your cocaine? What is that cocaine they say?
Cocaine.
Ponticaine they put in your nose. Is that right?
So high right now, I forgot what it was for a second. Hold on, let me just move my Q-tip just a little bit on top of my cerebellum. There it is. It's much better. Can you hear me better? Can you understand me better?
There you go. Now I understand what you're saying. No, you know what's funny about David? Did you see him when that doctor who gives him the cocaine up his nose?
That's your doctor.
They were going to take that doctor away from him? They were going to stop him from practicing? David went on every talk show, and he goes, I'm not addicted to this stuff. I just gotta have it. I gotta have it. I gotta have cocaine in my nose.
But this doctor was wonderful.
Yeah.
You would go to his office, because I went in with Egg had a bad back, and everyone would tell everybody else.
Right.
And you would see the biggest people in New York sitting there with these things up their noses.
Q-tips, yeah. Q-tips. All the way up their nose.
It looks like the thing about the picture of your wife. The back of your door.
Is that right? Things up her nose?
The funny thing about it, though, is that the man is 100 years old.
Yeah.
And he hasn't trained anyone else to do this.
That's right.
What happens when he goes?
Dr. David Brenner will be taking over.
But not a real doctor, a PhD.
That's right.
You know when they have PhDs and they come to doctor?
So David is one of the good guests for you?
David's wonderful.
Really?
Makes me laugh all the time.
But what do you ask? You say, David, when will you be dumping your 5'7", 110-pound, 36, 22, 36 blonde girlfriend for another 5'7", 110-pound, 36, 22, 30? You ever see some of the women he dates?
Oh, I once said at a press conference.
Yeah.
I once said that he would wait. Karen Carpenter would have been too fast for him.
That's
I
right.
got such flack. But I know, but that's what he likes. He likes my daughter when she was 6 years old could walk in a room because we're very friendly with David and would say, and she would like a skeleton. She'd say, That's what. I bet David's gonna like that girl, Mommy.
But he'll never get married.
Of course not.
He will never marry a woman.
Don't anymore. These little sluts that just living around.
They just spread
Women
for
of
them.
America.
You know what I wanted to
Don't
ask
get
you?
into bed unless you get a ring.
That's right.
What I wanted to ask her was, I was reading when I can't remember whether it was Vegas or Atlantic City where you were doing the Kennedy jokes.
Oh yeah, did you got cream for that?
No, you know it's so funny. People come to see the show and they react the way they react. They think the audience reacts.
Right.
And the guys said they were hysterical, and then she did this joke about John Jr.
Right.
And all I say is I don't think he's the brightest. I think he's great looking. He should be a Chippendale dancer. Let him have a good time.
That's right. He shouldn't be a lawyer.
Why are they
don't worry,
pushing
that's going to be.
Yeah, right. It doesn't look like it's going well.
Anybody that would hire JFK as a lawyer would hire Teddy Kennedy as a chauffeur.
Right.
And it gets a big laugh.
That's
right?
funny.
Not here in this group.
Well, yeah, but it's
No,
in that
we
context.
agree. We agree.
That sounds like a political statement, not a joke.
I thought you were very serious.
Yeah, but that's a very good joke.
And it's a big joke in my act.
Right.
And the reviewers said they were laughing till then, and the whole audience went, whoa! You know.
Yeah, like your audience would be shocked by that.
Yeah, really
right.
shocked.
Yeah, like you're busy pulling everyone apart. You're going to be shocked by
Right.
that.
Oh, that's funny.
Again, get funny. This country has lost its humor. This country takes everything so stupid. Poor Roseanne Barr
Right.
gets up there and is trying to be funny.
Yeah, who cares what she did?
cares?
I agree with you. on that.
Whoever thought she could sing?
How about to turn on television, have a president? Look what he's worried about, this moron.
Yeah, right. He's worried
I'm
about...
making a statement here. I don't think she should be ashamed.
Right.
Meanwhile, he's wearing underwear of the American flag.
Meanwhile, his son
Meanwhile,
is busy
buy-
with the SNL scandals.
Yeah, excuse, and buy your wife some real pearls, honey.
That's right.
Your son can afford it now.
Yeah, maybe that's why her eyes are bulging out of her head.
Yes, she's trying to find some real pearls.
She's looking for pearls. Real pearls. But anyway, Joan Rivers' show, the Joan Rivers Show.
Yes, it's a good name.
Is on at 3 p.m.
And I'm going to leave you. We're going to be on your show. When am I going to be on your show?
I think you're doing it like next week.
The 28th, I think.
Great.
It's
I'll
going to
wear
be good.
the same thing.
And then you and I will watch that tape together of me hitting on you.
Hey, babe, you want my hair curly or straight?
Straight.
You got it.
And, next time you're doing something cool like showing off a new line of jewelry, just have me and Robert show up. And we'll hang.
Us.
What do you mean, sure? What would be wrong? I can wear something nice.
I'll send you each something. It's very pretty jewelry.
But what is it? No, I don't
She
understand.
doesn't want to be seen with us, Howard. I'm getting that impression.
I saw all your friends there.
You're invited to my house to Passover.
Well, I don't want to do that. I wouldn't know what to say.
I'm having you, Jackie Onassis,
Right.
and Lee Raswell, her sister, because they were all going to marry to Jews.
Who are you having? Who are your friends these
That's
days?
what. That's
No, come on. Who do you party
I
with?
pal out with Jackie.
No, come on.
Yeah, we have a good time.
No, be honest.
Who do I pal around with?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you on the air.
You don't have any friends.
No.
Miss Honesty.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what, I'm not going to tell
Not
you.
gonna will
I'm
you
not
tell me
gonna
off the
lie.
air?
Off the air, I'll tell you.
You will tell me
And
off
then
the
you can
air.
tell me when I get back.
That's right. And then I'll get back on the air and tell who your friends are. No, what do you mean? Seriously, who are your close
seeing
friends?
Donald Trump now.
No, come on. Who are your close girlfriends?
There's a woman named, this is really going to thrill you, Treva Silverman.
Treva?
Wow. Treva.
How did she get to be so friendly with you? From childhood or
From college days.
from college
And
days?
Dorothy Melvin is my good friend.
You don't find that Treva.
Treva. She's a writer, and she wrote all the Mary Tyler Moore shows.
Oh, she did.
She's
Oh,
very
Oh, so she's not just some friend.
Yeah, she's
Well, we came from
just
college
lady.
together.
Because I was going to ask you,
Yeah.
don't you find that your college friends are somewhat jealous of your success, and then sort of like every minute are going, oh, you're so rich and you're so that, and you don't you find that?
Don't you find that all your friends, you end up in the same areas that you enjoy, obviously, and they're all in the biz.
Right. So in other words, Treva, because she went into the business and achieved something, she could still be your friend, but you wouldn't be friends with some girl from college who now is a...
No, that's why Lotus Goldstein I never speak to.
You don't speak to Lois
And
Goldstein.
don't call me Lotus.
Right. So in other words, all
You're
of your
nothing,
friends,
Lotus, and your dentist husband left you.
all of your friends are in show business. You know who does that? Marlo Thomas. I read the book.
What?
She sends all these expensive gifts around Christmas to all of these big stars and big show business people.
Now you hurt me because I never got one from her.
Oh, really? Well, that's because you can't do anything for her.
This year you made it.
If she perceives that you can do something for her.
Well, a lot of people send out gifts, which is great. Joyce Brothers, you get great gifts from her. And Dinah Shore gives you gifts she bought wholesale you can't return.
Let me ask you one last question.
Killer. Okay, who wants this piece of junk from Dinah?
If the guy who wrote the book on Phil Donahue,
Yeah.
if he called you up and said, I want to be a guest on your show,
He did.
you would say no, right?
Because I thought the book was really not right. It was junky.
But it's all Inquirer stuff.
Oh, I'll call him back.
Yeah.
I got to go, guys.
That's it. Now, where are you going? I want to know.
I'm going now to get hair and makeup and get ready because we do my
But you
show.
look fine.
You look great.
Well, wait till you
Man,
see.
are you obsessed with this looks thing?
Yes.
You are. No, seriously,
How
you're going
could
to go
you
to
get
hair
any
and
more
makeup?
makeup on?
How many more hours? Yeah, I mean, you've got tons of makeup on. How many hours is Joan in hair and makeup? 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
So from 7, so what, from 8 o'clock?
I'll be at my house. Be at my office at 8 o'clock. I'll be briefed.
Yeah, I know. You have like a briefing session.
Because Bob Hope on today, so they're going to tell me,
You don't know Bob Hope?
I have a lot to say to him.
Hey, how you doing there, Joan? Hey, I can't see you so good. Where the hell are you, honey? Boy, I tell you, I really do love you. I'm not going to Iraq, though. Let Jay Leno go there, boy. I tell you, they can't make cue cards big enough for me to see. I have to read it off the clouds. Hey, so, Joan.
I love you. Yeah.
We'll see you in a couple of weeks or whatever it is.
I'm going to get a new dress.
All right, go ahead.
Goodbye.
My housekeeper was watching Joan yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
She goes, she had on that Geraldo. I said, yeah, they're little pals, Geraldo. Yeah, Geraldo and Joan are little pals. I know what's going on. See you. Bye, Joan. All right, thanks for coming on. She digs us. I don't know why, Larry King is afraid of us and Joan isn't.
Well, if he said what he said on Joan Rivers and got into that much trouble, can you imagine what would happen to him here?
His head would explode.
Because now he's getting into the feel of every program he goes on.
Yeah.
He's like a little talk show chameleon.
He's a chameleon, Larry King.
So he'd come on here and he'd just get very vulgar, I suppose.
Joan looks good to me, and I'll tell you something about Joan. I was really thinking about this the other night after seeing her. I said, if I was single, right, I would take Joan back into my office. This is what I would do to her.
No consent is necessary.
No, because I know she'd want it. And I would first I'd grab her, I'd give her a little kiss, and then I just, it doesn't even involve kissing with her. I'd give her some rough sex. Oh. I'd pick her up, because she's tiny. I'd pick her up and just shove my, I don't know if I could say this. Let me see if I could do this on the air. Just to give her a sexual thrill.
You don't think she's had a sexually thrilling life?
No. She's
and you're the man to do it.
I'm really not, but, who else is going to do it to her? The Prince of Lorimar? Yeah, who's going to do it? The CEO of, Chase Manhattan Bank or something? Who's going to do it to her? Just to see how she reacted. And then I tell you everything on the air.
Oh, God.
And what I would do is, then we'd go back to her place, and I'd pull out my suitcase full of vibrators, because I'm real good with that stuff.
He's like the dark man of sex.
Yeah.
He's running around with his tools.
And I'd have both hands covered in those metal vibrating things.
With a big cape.
And then I'd tie Joan up and just blow her mind with those vibrators. Just to see the look on her face
wait a minute,
oh.
Let me just say one thing.
Yeah.
This is the first time the two of you have been together sexually.
Right.
And you have vibrators?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just to make her nuts. Just to make her wild. Skip all of those months of... Because, I'm not interested in her for months. Just one time. Just to nail her and tell you what it was like. I'll make her see the Dalai Lama.
Give her religion.
I'll give her religion. Just to see what it'd be like, you know what I mean? It'd be pretty cool.
A good shot of religion.
Yeah, me, I'm interested in young girls, but she don't look half bad to me. I'm telling you, Joan. She looks pretty good to me. She pulls herself together very nicely. Not like a Virginia Graham will let herself go at that age.
Please, Howard.
Completely, Joan watches herself.
Goodness. Joe, I don't think Virginia's interested in sex anymore.
I need to see Joan Rivers following me around every day like a little puppy, begging me to just come back to her apartment.
Just
and
holding
do it.
onto your leg and you
dragging her across the floor. Hey, look, Joan, I can't do that for you right now.
No, not anymore.
Yeah, not now. I have a girlfriend, okay? I did it to you once. Go find someone else. That'd be pretty funny, and even you would get a good laugh out of it.
Oh, please.
I'm going to ask my wife if she'd let me do that. She'd be attached to my leg like a club foot. Like a bad club foot.
Howard, why are you limping? Oh, it's just Joan. She won't let my leg go.
She's gnawing on my foot. You know what I mean? Just to see Joan Rivers crawled up in a ball. Curled up in a ball like a sexually exhausted. That'd be kind of funny to see that. And believe me, she'd love it. Oh, she'd love it.
Well, it's a shame that's never going to happen.
No, I know.
That.
No, but Joan knows that won't happen. I wouldn't cheat on my wife. Unless my wife gives me permission.
Permission to cheat.
Yeah.
That's not cheating.
That's right. Be kind of fun. I was actually thinking about that. Just to see her, like squealing with the light.
Never mind.
It's not cheating, it's ratings. I explained that to my wife.
It's for the show.
It's for the show. If I could get on the air and talk about how I nailed Joan Rivers with like 19 vibrators.
Why didn't you become a sexual surrogate?
I know. Because look at me. It's not like I'm the most attractive guy. Joan would like that, but she'd never let herself loosen up for it.
Oh, she won't. She doesn't know what she wants.
No, she knows what she wants. She just is
No, I'm just saying when you made that proposition to her, she laughed at you. But you really know that she wants you.
Nah, she don't want me.
Oh.
But I think she'd like to have some rough sex.
Oh.
I could tell a woman when they want it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I'm listening to you.
I'm looking at you. I know you want it.
Like you know something.
Enough of this nonsense. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show on 97.1 The Eagle.
6:39 at The Eagle. This is Brad Baxter.
You've heard me talk about Brian Loncar and Associates before. They're the law firm in Dallas that you can count on to protect your rights. You're probably in your car right now, maybe on LBJ, Route 30, or one of the highly congested freeways here. How do you know that an idiot, how do you know what he's going to do next? Now, if you're involved